Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for another cash condensing video. I don't know exactly how much we'll be cash condensing today, but we'll be going through all of my binders and cash condensing the money in the envelopes. So I'm going to start off with explaining my OverFlow binder. I've received a lot of questions regarding the OverFlow binder, how it works, what I use it for, how they can use it. So I'm going to answer the questions in much detail that I can. If it doesn't answer any of your questions, please feel free to message me or email me. I will definitely try to answer your questions as best as possible. This is just a method that works for me, guys. It may not work for everybody else or make sense to anybody else, but I've been doing this for a couple of years now and it just works for me. So we're gonna jump through it. So I had another question of cash condensing in general. So I'm going to rewind and start there. So cash condensing is basically, I'm going to pull a binder just so I can show you. Cash condensing is basically taking the small denominations in your envelopes and turning them into or swapping them out for larger bills. So let's take my boyfriend's car expenses. For instance, you see how he has all these bills? So what you want to do is condense this money into big bills. So he has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, well over $100 in here. So what I would do is take this $100 in small bills, condense it to a $100 bill, and then put that money back in the envelope. So the reason why people do this, well, at least I do this, I'm not going to speak for everybody else, but the reason why I do it is because these envelopes, no matter how they're made or who they're made by, they're very fragile and they're kind of on the pricier side. So you don't really want to have all these bills inside of the envelope. It just stretches them out and sometimes they can rip on the sides. I like to take care of my stuff no matter how it's made. So I would want less bills in here as possible. So I keep my envelopes in a good condition, and it makes it easier when I cash stuff, when I'm counting the amounts that are inside. So I hope that explains what cash condensing is for the person that asked. Going back to the OverFlow binder, the best way I can explain my OverFlow binder is basically it's your own personal bank. So the money that's supposed to be in your envelopes, you don't have to take it back to the bank, or you don't have to use like a cash placeholder and put the money in a separate bank account. You can just put it in this binder and the binder stays with you at all times. It's kind of how, like, the best I can describe it. I use this clear A6 binder. I sell these at on my store, but you can get them anywhere. You can go to Amazon, on Etsy. They sell them kind of everywhere. So I have a vellum overlay and a dashboard here. That's just to make it pretty. You don't necessarily have to have the dashboard. I just like having something in the front of the binder. So in the OverFlow binder, you have 6 pouches. Well, I'm just going to break down mine. You can set up yours if you decide to do this method the way you want to do it. So I have 6 zipper pouches. So I have $1 bills, $5 bills, $10 bills, 20s, 50s, and 100s. That is how mine are broken down. So the $1 bills would obviously go in here, $5 bills would go in here, $10 bills. Now the way I label these, they come with inserts. They are made from a good quality vellum, I think, and they just slide right inside of the A6, and they're the size, well, you know, they're almost the size of $1. I try to measure the best I could, but they're the same size as my cash placeholders. So you just slide these right in here and bada boom, looks just like that. And that is how I separate them. So starting off the cash condensing, a lot of people go through their binders and see how much they need, and they go to the bank and pull out, you know, this is how many hundreds I need, this is how many 50s I need. They exchange the bills and then they go back to the bank. With this method, I don't have to do that. So I can just pull out my 50s here. Pull out my 50s, put that there. I can pull out my 100s, oops. Put that there, just like that. So for example, if I went into my boyfriend's binder and I went to his car expenses, just like I explained earlier, I can do 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that is $100 right there. I would put this here. Obviously, I would separate it, but I would grab 100 from here, place it in here, and bada boom, that's condensed. That is how you would condense an envelope, and so on and so forth with all the other bills, right? So what I've seen people on YouTube do, other cash stuffers, is they'll take this money, so the money that they pull out, so this $100 I pulled out in small denominations that was here, they'll take all that back to the bank. With this method, with my OverFlow binder, I don't have to go back to the bank. All I have to do is take that money and put it right in here. So I would separate it from the 20s to 10s and 5s, so there's no going back to the bank. Obviously, does this get a little full to the point where the binder doesn't close? Yes, 100% absolutely. That is when I would go back to the bank. But not only do I go back to the bank, I don't deposit it into another account. I just exchange those bills for bigger bills. So let's just say, for instance, I'm going to pull this money out just for reference. So let's say I cash condense all my binders and I have all these 10s on the side. If this amounted to $100, I would take this to the bank and ask them for a $100 bill. The only reason I would do that is because I like to keep all my money with me. I don't like to put it into another bank account unless I have to. So, and that's just personal preference, guys. Everybody's different. You don't necessarily have to do it like that. I like to do it like that. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. So going forward, moving on to the back of the binder. This is also personal preference. I like to keep my placeholders back here. So I have in the bank placeholders and I have regular placeholders. So my regular placeholders look like this. They represent obviously 100, 200, 300. You don't necessarily have to go this low, but when I first started this method, I used to always stuff my binders with $5 bills, $10 bills, and they would get so big to the point where I didn't really know what cash condensing was. Again, this was a long time ago, and I just replaced them with this and put the rest of the money in the bank. But it just sucked when I had to go somewhere or I had to do something and I had to uncondense this and I had to go to the bank, or I had to make that extra stop to go to the bank, and I didn't like that. So what I ended up doing was, again, creating this binder so I can uncondense the envelope or the cash placeholder myself. Oh, and I'm sorry. Oh my God, I didn't even see that. This right here represents the money that's in the bank. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. So this is a cash placeholder that represents the money that's in the bank. I usually put these in here when I have a big envelope. So if it's a big envelope that's like emergency or savings or whatever it is, that money definitely can go into a savings account. So those represent in the bank. I'm so sorry about that. These are the ones that represent what's in my OverFlow binder. So again, I have them from 100 to like 1,000, 2,000, but these are the ones that don't say in the bank. I'm sorry, I'm out of screen. That don't say in the bank, that are inside my OverFlow binders. So going forward, I'm so sorry. I know there's a lot to this. I have trackers that are in the back of this binder. So for instance, these placeholder, everything ties together, guys. So these trackers represent my binders. So this is my high priority, my low priority, my home binder, my holiday and birthday. These are just the ones that I mainly put the placeholders in. So let's go into one. So this one says high priority. So if I go into dental, and dental's in my high priority binder. We're gonna be a little bit of a mess right now with this setup. So this is my high priority, right? So we're going into dental. Dental should have, according to my OverFlow tracker, a $100 placeholder. And there it is, $100. So when I'm ready to uncondense this cash placeholder, all I have to do, guys, is go into my OverFlow binder, stick this placeholder right here, and pull out $100. Now I can do that however I want. I can pull out $100, I can pull out 5 20s, I can pull out 10 10s, I can pull out 25 5s, however I want to do it to get that $100 out. I'm going to put this back in here so I don't forget. But that is how I would uncondense it. It saves me a huge trip to the bank, because I know a lot of people, they put the cash placeholders in here and they have to go to the bank to uncondense it, or they have to pull it out of their savings or whatever it is. Here I can pull out whatever denominations I want, however, whenever. That's how I like it. So that one's that. And so I have 4 trackers in here. My low priority, as you can see, these are reusable, so it's kind of a mess. I just went on vacation. We just came back. So this was for my boyfriend's binder. I had a $500 placeholder in here, and now there's nothing. I crossed it out. You can easily remove it with alcohol and paper towel, a rag. I use one of these guys. It's kind of messy, but it's just like a little, I call it a ShamWow. I don't think it's what it's called though. It's a microfiber cloth. I call it a ShamWow. Yes, call it what it is. I just use this, put some alcohol on it, and I just wipe off what I need to wipe off. I usually do that at the end of my cash condensing. I'll wipe everything off and then I'll rewrite it so it looks a little bit more presentable. And on the back, it does transfer over. So if you don't let it dry fast enough, it'll transfer to the back. But don't worry, that's also removable, so it doesn't look all patchy like that. Yeah, so I hope this explains everything. If I left out any, I know it was kind of a mess, I think, how I explained it, but if you guys have any other questions on how exactly I cash condense, or an overflow binder, or if it's for you, or however it is, send me a message, leave a comment so I can see if I can answer it the next time I do a cash condensing, or the next video I have, so that way I can answer any questions. This overflow binder though, if you are interested, it is on my store. I do offer the whole set. It offers this dashboard, but you don't necessarily need the dashboard, guys. It's not, or you can make your own binder. It's super simple, guys. You just need a clear, or actually you can even use one of these. You just need a binder. Just get a binder, and you need 6, 1 2 3 4, yes. You need 6 of these A6 zipper pouches. You can also do this in an A5 if you'd like. If you want to get all complicated like I am, you can do the cash placeholders in the back. And these overflow trackers are also sold on my store if you're interested. Again, you don't have to purchase from my store. You can also do this on your own. It's super simple. But if you're like someone like me, just likes it done and just sent to you, going to my store would be the way. Anyway, so let's get started with this cash condensing. I know I did a lot of talking and I'm sorry for that. But let's get started. So how I do my cash condensing, I pull out all my money. So we're going to pull everything out from the overflow binder. So I already pulled out my 100s. I pulled out my 50s. We're going to pull out the 20s. We're going to pull out the 10s. I really don't think we need to pull out the 5s, but I'm going to do it anyway, just because like I'm extra like that, and we're just going to do that. So, right. That is how we're doing that. So again, how this works is I'm going to go through all my binders and basically swap out the bills, and all this is going back into the binder. So we're also going to pull some placeholders out. I'm going to pull them all out because I don't know how many I have or I'm going to need. So we're going to put those back there. And then these are my trackers. So I'm also going to take these guys out. Oh no, our overflow binder, she's naked. Okay. So let's start with, let's go into high priority. Yeah, let's do high priority first. So I'm going to put these off to the side. I'm going to be looking at this one and this one only. I'm just going to be using a permanent marker and marking it. I'm sorry about that glare. I'm using a permanent marker and marking it all up. And you can see over here, I did a very sloppy job and I erased one of the markings I had on here. Sorry about that. But it's going to look very messy, but at the end, I'll clean it up. So we're not too worried about that right now. So we're going to go into the high priority. And just like everybody else, sometimes I don't choose to cash condense an envelope just because I'm pulling from it so often. And other times I will, just because you know, it's just easier that way. So we are going to, so this has a $100 placeholder. I think I'm going to just exchange this for bills. What do I want to do? Yeah, you know what? We're going to put a placeholder in here. So let's see how much we have. So we have $100, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we have 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. So we have $90. So what I'm going to do, we're going to put this to the side. We are going to, actually, let's see if I have it first. So I have to make sure that I have the placeholder first. I want to put a $200 placeholder in here. So we do have the placeholder. I'm going to put that in here. And I'm going to take my $100 placeholder and put it back into the group with the rest of them. This $100 here is going back into this here. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. So I'm going to take this, put this in here. We're going to update our tracker so I don't forget. So car expenses is getting $200. I'm sorry, or is getting a $200 placeholder. So see how that works? Just kind of swapped it out. Now these, I don't want all these little gremlins in this envelope here. So I'm going to cash condense this. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We're going to grab a 50, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So we're going to grab 2 20s. So now we have 200, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So now I know I have 290 in here. And my poor envelope is, or will get back to normal. She'll flatten again. Car registration. I usually like to cash condense envelopes that I know will sit here for a while. If I know they won't, then I probably won't touch them. But 50, so this has $100, right? I'm sure this is going to get another one because this isn't due until next year. So we have $100 here. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So let's do 100 here. This video is a mess, guys. I'm so sorry. So 100, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's 200, 20, 30, 45. So we can't really do anything about that. So we're going to put those 10s back, grab a 20. We can't really do anything about this. So we're going to stick that back in here. We're going to see if we have a $200 placeholder. If not, I'm just going to have to make one. Oh, I do have one. Yeah. All right. That makes me happy. So this $200 is going to replace this junk right here. So we're going to put that 100 in with the rest of the crew. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And grab our tracker. Registration is getting a $200 placeholder. And there we go. Oh, no. Okay. Taxes. 50. Let me see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is where I say it's kind of weird. I like to save my other $100 bills for other stuff. If I can use a placeholder, I will, because I love having change in the overflow binder. This is kind of like a personal preference. So I can't do anything with this money here. 50, 65. Can't really do anything with that. So we're going to put that back into the envelope. Here, though, we can condense this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this is $100. You can do one or two things. You can exchange this for a $100 bill and leave the 100 in there. Or you can exchange it for a $100 placeholder and put these guys over here. Either way works. I think it's just all about personal preference. So if you want to take up a line on here, if you know this money is going to sit here for a while, maybe you want to go with the placeholder. In this case, I really don't know what I want to do with my life. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a $100 bill in here. Yeah, and we'll just condense it. So 2, 4, 6, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And I like to double count just because I'm horrible at counting, as you guys all know. So that's that. So that's how I condense that one. It's all about personal preference, guys. If you guys want to put the placeholder in there, go for it with the placeholder. If you don't, then, I mean, nothing's stopping you. I just like to put placeholders when I don't use it often. I'm still thinking about this. I kind of want to put the placeholder, but I am trying to do placeholders that are over 100, just because I could just switch it for a $100 bill. Now, when it gets to, let's say if this envelope had $200 in, for sure I'd put a $200 placeholder, just because having these 2 extra $100 bills here can make the envelope get a little bigger, and I want to have the least amount of bills in the envelopes as possible. So Bella and Nala, this one I'm not going to touch actually, because I'm constantly grabbing for their food and their litter and stuff like that, so we're not going to touch that one. Pet Emergencies, looks like we already have a placeholder in here. Oh, and we have a gold insert. Okay, let's see. 2, 4, yeah, we can switch that out. 20, 40, 50, 50, 60, 65, 70. So we can switch 10, 15, 20. Cool. So now we have a gold insert. This just kind of reminds me how much I'm trying to save for this. And my goals always change, right? So that's why I have this insert in here. So right now I'm at 1,000. I feel like I'm going to be like, you know, girl, calm down, and maybe we'll just do 500. So I don't know. We will see. But so I have a $200 placeholder, 50, 60, 70. So 270 so far. ESA letter, let's just see. I have $100 in there, 20, 40, 45, 50. Let's grab a 50. So 20, 40, 45, 50. So now we have 155. Once this gets to 200, I would definitely switch it out. This also isn't due until next year either, so it's going to be sitting there for a while. Invisalign, 10, 15, 20. Dental, let's see if we can condense anything here. 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, so it has 100, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Whoa, that's a lot. Let's see. Sorry, let me take this 100 out. So we've got 150, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We're going to put that to the side for a quick second. Grab that 100, 20, 30, 35, 40. 10, 15, 20. We're going to put this to the side for a quick second. Oh, grab a 20. 1, 2, 3. So this is like a pet peeve of mine when I have random dollar bills in here. Like, you're not part of the family, bro. What is this? Why are you here? So I'm going to take this out and put it to the side for now. And then we're going to put that in our dollar savings challenges. So we have a gold insert. And now Envision, we have, oh, you know, I'm going to be really annoying and switch these 100 so they match. Okay, so 100, 200, 250, 70, 80, 90. And then I'm gonna also be very annoying and switch these guys also. They go in there. And then these are our 3 lonely dollar bills. Again, they're gonna be off to the side, guys. Costco membership, I don't need to stuff it. This one though, I'm gonna leave these 20s in here, just because they're gonna get deposited anyway, and I can use these for my cash stuffings right now. Walmart Plus, I definitely can condense these guys. Yeah, let's do it. Oh no, you're not welcome. Okay, so there's $30 in the Walmart Plus. Perfect. Great. And see how much smaller that makes the envelopes. I can kind of see the one that has all the money. Actually, this is embarrassing. No, you can't. There's a lot in this one. What is this right here? I'm looking on the monitor right now. What are you? Oh, it's because it's folded. Okay. Oh, that is my cat. That's the one I chose not to condense. Definitely want to condense your envelopes so you're not messing up the envelopes. and they last just a little bit longer. We're gonna go into my boyfriend's binder. He honestly doesn't use any of these trackers. This is just for me. He's not like fancy like I am, so he just likes cash in his binder, and that's definitely okay with me. So I'm just gonna cash condense his envelopes. I'm not gonna use any placeholders. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of the stranded dollars from my other envelope. I'm gonna put it in here, and I'm gonna condense this for a 50. So now for his car expenses, sorry, that color scheme just looks better to me. So, sorry, now it has 150 and 150. No, sorry. Now it has 200. I'm so sorry about that. It has $200. How embarrassing. All right, cash registration. Whoa. I need to get my life together. Car registration. Come on, 3rd grade, Nadine, 3rd grade. Before I start this one, let me just be annoying here. Car registration, we are going to condense 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So let's put that over here, and let's take out 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 81, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm just gonna take an extra moment and put a 5 in here. Let me see. Okay, so there's 85 here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a 50, 50, 60, 70, 85. Now his car registration has 1, 2, 3, 350, 60, 70, 85. So now his car registration has 1, 2, 3, 350, 370, 380, and 385. Yeah, just double checking, making sure I can't condense anything else. Okay. And then we're gonna put these guys away. His Baker to Vegas has 2, 4, 6, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay. So we've got a mixture of colors here, but I don't have any other 50s. They're all this pink color. Okay, that's fine, we'll keep it. So Baker to Vegas, his condensing now looks like this. 1, 150, 200, 250, 70. So 270. And then we're gonna put this money back. Nice. His emergency money, I don't think that we need to condense this, but we can try. So let's see, 20, 30, 40, yeah, 20, 30, 40, 50. So now his emergency envelope has 100, 150, 205. And then everything else doesn't really have a lot of money in it. So we're not going to condense. Can I condense this? Do I want to condense it? Maybe we'll just leave this one just for now. And then I don't think he needs anything else being condensed. No, these didn't really have much. Okay, so we're good on that one. So that's 2 down. So that one we didn't need our overflow trackers. The next one we're gonna pick up is low priority. We're going to see what we can condense in here. Usually I don't condense this one too much just because I'm constantly pulling out of my low priority. Yeah, like family. I don't really want to condense this because I kind of pull out of it a lot. Treat myself, no. Nail salon, no. Beauty, no. Skincare, no. Yeah, a lot of these I don't see myself condensing just because, again, I pull out of them. Oh, this one I can. 50, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. The one I want to condense. 2 20s. Birthdays, I kind of want to keep it the way it is as well. My birthday, we can condense. So 10, 20, 25, 30, 35. Oh my gosh. Okay. So we can do 20 like that. 10, 15, and 20. 20, 30, and 35. Yeah, I don't see a lot of these having like a placeholder. Oh, you know what? These can get a placeholder. These are good. Okay, so we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So this is 100. I'm going to condense this 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So I'm going to pull out a $100 bill. And yeah, so 115. In Nick's birthday, I do think I can condense this one as well. 2, 4, 50, 65. Her graduation already has a placeholder in it. There's a random one in here. See, guys, this is what I don't like. I'm putting that to the side for my dollar challenges. 130. I'm just going to leave this one the way it is. Yeah, guys, this is a binder where my poor envelopes are always probably hating me because there's just so much like these two. You can kind of see it. Like the ones that have a lot of the money, like these two right here. This one, where's it at? This one, what is this? Oh, it says holidays. I don't know if I can condense holidays. You know what? Maybe I can. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I can't even condense it. I can condense it to a 10. Maybe it'll be just a little less. Didn't really help much, but it's okay. Yeah, I'm just constantly pulling out of these envelopes, guys. Sometimes I don't know why I even condense it, but just that one specifically. Okay, moving on to, let's do our home binder. Actually, let's do our holiday and birthday binder. This is my problem child binder. I'm starting not to like this binder just because it always needs condensing. So Christmas. So if you see on my overflow tracker, we have 1,200. So in this envelope, we should have $1,000 and a $2,000 placeholder. So my goal is to get rid of that. So let's see what we can do. I know this for a fact is going to stay in here, so I'm just going to leave that there. I think we have about 1,600 in here, so we are going to check. So we have 200. Let's do 1, 2. So that would be, let me get my life together. Okay, so it's 200. We have 300, 400, 500, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's 600 so far. So I'm going to see if I have a $600 placeholder in here. And we do. Perfect. Nice. So all this junk right here, this is replacing all of this mess. So on this tracker, I'm going to write 1,600. I'll clean it up later. I know it looks like a mess. So, and then we're going to condense the rest of this money right here. Sorry, bring this plant over here before it falls off. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That's already a $50 bill right there. 10, 15, 20, 25. So we're gonna put in a 20. 15. All right. So now we have 1,650, 60, 70, right? 60, 70, yeah, 75. So 1,675. And that's how much we have in Christmas. The next one is Halloween. Before we do that, I'm going to take this mess of a money over here and put it away so I'm not getting confused. Cool. So Halloween is another one that has a placeholder. So that's 550. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's $100. Ah, oh wait, that's 600. 600. Oh, I don't think I have another placeholder. 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That's 100. Okay, so what we're gonna do, all right guys, I'm gonna make things a little complicated for a quick second because I'm really bad with money. So 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Yeah, that makes sense to me. So what I did was I broke one of the 20s into 10s so I can have a clear view of what placeholder I'm gonna use. So we have 500, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's 600, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Now that's 700. So we need a $700 placeholder. Let's see. And if I don't have it, then unfortunately I'm going to have to just put a bunch of hundreds in here until I make a 7. Oh my God, it's right there. Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. So that is being replaced. And now we have 700, 20, 35. So 735. And then we're going to go to our tracker and put 700 right here. And now we're just going to put all this away. All right. I don't really have anything else that I need to condense in this one. Those are my biggest ones. I'm going to move this one off to the side. The last one, I believe we did this one, is going to be our home binder. Oh no, second to last, I'm sorry. I still need my business binder. So this one is empty. We just went on vacation, so we don't have a lot of money in travel, and that was one of our biggest ones. So credit card we're not going to touch because I'm always pulling out the credit card to deposit it. Travel, no, we just stuffed that, so we don't need. Nope, we can't do Costco. Household 2045, nope. 60, 70, 75, 80, 85. You know, I'm gonna leave toiletries because we're constantly pulling out of this one too. Oh, this one's ripped. Date night is going to get a really big bill because we're going to use it soon. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Ooh, let's use this one. It's prettier. Okay. Double count. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Put those 20s back. 100, 20. Let's do 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So let's get rid of these 5s and put in a 20. So now date night has 140. Medical 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I think this one can. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. Sorry, if I pause in the middle of counting, it's because I'm really trying to think if that is when I want to condense or should I just leave it? Because sometimes I don't know if I'm going to pull out from it. So 2, 4, 6, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100. Okay. Under the weather, I do think I want to condense this just a bit, not too much. So 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And the only reason I say that is because I don't want to put 100 in here because if we go to the store,
I do want to have some smaller bills. I don't want to have, it's okay. This will be fine. Health is, you know what? Health I'm going to leave like this. Nah. Nope. Let's change it out. 10, 15, 20. Let's just stop being difficult. Just condense it. Family visits definitely getting condensed. Oh, and I can't. Okay. We're going to take these two guys out. Again, we don't like stranded bills. We got to give them a home. 20, 25, and 30. So let's just be that person and condense the 5s to the 10s. Let's do that. Massages. I do like to have separate bills for this, but 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. You know what? Let's keep it because I like to have smaller bills for this one. Oops. And espresso pods 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's not even a 5. Okay, you know what? I'll be lenient and I'll leave that the 1s in there. I don't know what benefit that's gonna do, but okay, water. So water is one that I'm going to uncondense. I know that sounds weird, but we like to have 1s in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We definitely like to have 1s in this one. We don't like to have any big bills. I think I just used this one time to break a 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do like to have 1s in here for the water when we go to refill it. Concerts, 20, 35. I can't do anything there. Okay. So my last we didn't have to use any placeholders. So the last binder is my business binder, and my business binder doesn't have a lot, granted, so we're just going to see what we can condense in here. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90. So what we can do, 2, 4, 6, 20, 40, 50. Yeah, we can do a 50 there. We can do a 20 there. So now we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. That makes it a little bit easier. Website domain. This one's fully funded, so 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. So 2, 4. Let's do 20, 40, 50. Let's do a 50. 10, 20. Let's do a 20. And then let's do a 10. Cool, so we have 50, 60, 70, and 80. All right, we are going to put these guys back. I get a little full on this side. Canva has 10, 20, 35. So let's switch this out for 20. And video edit just has 15, so we can't do anything there. Shopify store doesn't really have anything. Let's see. No. Cricut. Oh, Cricut seems like it has. No. All of these I think just have like bills I can't condense, like a 20 and a 10. That's okay. Slowly but surely. Oh, equipment has some. 10, 15, 20. 20. And then we'll put a 10. So now equipment has 30. Nope. Giveaways should have at least 20. Oh, 25. Perfect. Let's do 20. Packaging, printing, nope. And small businesses. All right, I think that we are done with these. All right, let me just put away this money really quickly on the side. Okay, so now that we've got that money put away, the overflow binder comes back, and we're gonna just put everything back. So these are our cash placeholders. I know I have a bunch of them. I usually just take a lot of the ones that I messed up on, and I just keep them for myself. I don't mind it if they're messed up or not. That's why I have so many, because you know I mess them all up. So we have our $1 bills in here. All right, guys, and just a heads up, this next part is going to get a little violent. So if you are, you know, sensitive about how people handle bills, then I would fast forward to the end. So I'm going to get a little, you know, manhandling in here. All these bills do fit in here. They're a little snug. I've had it where there's more bills in here. If you are a person that does not want all of these bills in a binder like this, what you can do is you can take these, you know, all these tens to the bank, figure out how many is in here. So let's say out of all this, there's $500 in here, let's just say. What I would do is I would take this to the bank and would let her know that I would need like 500s, and then they can swap that out for you. Or you can deposit the money into your bank account and then just pull out the $100 bills if that's your preference. I personally don't mind the overflow binder being a little, you know, overflowed. That's a word. I don't mind it. So again, guys, this part's gonna get a little violent, so turn away if you're sensitive to stuff like that. There we go. And you can see, I'll show you from both sides that they lay perfectly in the binder. So you can see they lay perfectly in here. I will take it out to flip it over to show you guys. It lays perfectly flat. I know I manhandle it to shove it in there, but they lay perfectly, guys. And the vellum little insert that's in there, oh no, the little vellum insert that's in there, it's so thin, it doesn't take up a lot of room, so it's perfect. See, it's super thin, doesn't take up a lot of room. It's just like a cash placeholder. Okay, and then we've got the 50s. Why do I keep thinking that they're open? They're not. Now, eventually, if I ever do another cash condensing and I don't have a lot of the 50s or the 100s, I would do exactly what I just told you guys to do. I would just take out a bunch of the 10s and 5s, and go to the bank and ask them to give me, you know, 100s, 50s, whatever I want. So that way I have the denomination so I can cash condense. So this is how the binder looks when it's full. This material, which is why I recommend a clear binder, I don't recommend using one of these. It stretches, so it's really great. It stretches closed. All of your bills will be fine. They're secured. Even the dashboards are fine. I know it doesn't really look fine, but I promise it is. And the vellum and the cardstock are very durable materials, so it's not like they're gonna rip or anything. Again, it just it looks like a hamburger, but it's, you know, it works for me. So I hope if you guys try this method out, it works for you too. But that's how I cash condense, guys. So there's no going to the bank for me right now. It's like 11 o'clock at night, so I don't really think the bank is open right now. So my overflow binder really saves me when I'm trying to film YouTube videos and stuff like that. Everything's already here for me in this one little binder. So yeah, I hope that answers any questions about the overflow binder and how I cash condense. Again, if you guys have any other questions, you guys can feel free to email me or send me a comment. I'm sorry, or leave a comment down below. I check my comments, I read them. I may not get to them right away. But yes, I do read them, and I'll answer any questions that you guys may have. Before I forget, I do want to put these sad dollar bills into my dollar savings challenge. So I'm going to do that really quick with you guys. And I have one more thing to announce.
And then I'll let you guys go because I know this is a really long video already. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me fill in 5 circles really quickly. Okay, so the last thing I wanted to mention, and I'm super excited about this one, is my giveaway. Yay! So I put up a couple of options online for everyone to kind of help me out. This is my first giveaway, so I don't really know what to do, how to do it, or where to start. So I reached out to a couple of people and they helped me out a lot. So I'm gonna first show you guys what I'll be giving away. It was a really hard decision, but I did it. So what I'll be giving away is this A7 wallet. Now, this color is not available in my shop anymore. This is the last of the last. The manufacturer is no longer making this color. She's making it in a different material, which I was really sad about because I really liked this one specifically. But it's okay. We're moving forward in life. But I had one left. So when this giveaway came about and I reached 500 subscribers, I was like, that's the one. That's the one I'm going to give. If I'm not using it, I know someone will put it to good use. Oh, guys, it's beautiful though. And I hope you guys love it as much as I do. There was 4 options to choose from, but this one, I put up a poll on Instagram and this one was the most popular. So I'm going to go with this one, and I pray someone out there will love it just as much as I do. So I'm going to go ahead and open it. It looks like this. We'll move this back just so it can go down. So these are the A7 wallets. There's a lot of features to this wallet. You have the 2 pockets on the side here. You have multiple compartments for any cards, credit cards, or IDs. This is a clear pocket. I put my logo here, but this is removable. You can just take that out. And then there is a zipper here for any coins. It's a little pocket. It's another little pocket right here in the back. You have a little pen loop. There's little hooks here for optional to make it like a purse or a crossbody bag. And then you have the pocket in the back. Now, even though the manufacturer won't be making this one anymore, the new binders that I have coming out, they're the exact same thing, just, you know, different colors, although I really like this one, but it's fine. So I'll be including this wallet, this cute little charm here. These are also available at my store. I thought this was so cute, and it complements the wallet just so well. I'll be offering 4 dashboards. So they look like this. These are made from very thick vellum material, which is great. Someone who's on the go. Put these on the side for right now. Now, the envelope categories I chose are gas, groceries, spending, eating out, and just in case. You'll be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll be getting 5 A7 envelopes, 4 dashboards, a pretty little charm, and the A7 wallet. There is a few rules to this giveaway, guys. So I'm gonna read the rules to you, but I'll also post it on the screen now. So the first rule is you gotta follow me on Instagram. Tag a friend on my giveaway post, and it's 1 entry per 1 person tagged. So the more people you tag, the more entries you'll get. Post my Instagram giveaway on your story and then take a screenshot. So the only reason I'm asking for a screenshot is because when you're chosen, it's going for a week. So I need to see that you actually posted it on your story. The stories do disappear after, 24 hours. So if you could take a screenshot, that'd be great, just to show me that you did it. You have to be subscribed to my YouTube channel. And once you've done all that, you're gonna have to come back to this video specifically, the cash condensing video / giveaway video. It's gonna be the first video where I
mentioned the giveaway and leave a comment saying I'm entered. And you can choose whatever emoji you'd like. Those are the rules, guys. Go ahead and take a screenshot.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, guys. Remember, guys, find your reason, don't give up, and everything else will fall into place. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.